Most of us think of our bodies as solid objects, but biologically speaking, you are essentially an elaborate, living tube, and deep inside that dark passageway lies a hidden, bustling metropolis. Down in your large intestine, there is a massive workforce, roughly 100 trillion microscopic inhabitants, all living and working together in a highly active ecosystem. Scientists call this entire population your microbiota. These are the bacteria and other microscopic life forms that have grown and adapted right alongside humans over thousands of years. You can actually see them packed tightly together here. These rod-like shapes are the workers, pressing right up against the thick mucus lining of your own intestinal cells. For a long time, we viewed bacteria mostly as germs to be destroyed, but this specific community is different. They are dedicated city workers, operating around the clock to extract energy, process waste, and keep you, their home, alive and well. Beyond processing meals, these tiny workers staff the mission control room for your body's immune defenses. Take a look at this diagram. Your immune system is managing a delicate balancing act, almost like a seesaw. On one side, it aggressively fights infections. On the other, it calms down before attacking healthy tissue, preventing inflammation. Your gut microbes are the operators in the middle, sending chemical signals to keep the beam perfectly level. When your immune system functions flawlessly, identifying threats without overreacting, it is because those trillions of workers are healthy, present, and actively manning the controls. But right now, your internal city faces a two-front attack brought on by the way we live today. The first threat comes from modern medicine. Starting in the mid-20th century, we began mass-producing and prescribing antibiotics to fight deadly infections. While these drugs save countless human lives, they are blind to who they attack. Taking a broad-spectrum antibiotic is like dropping a massive, fiery bomb onto your internal city, instantly erasing vast neighborhoods of your helpful workers. The second threat comes from our modern diet. Over the last few decades, grocery stores have filled up with highly processed, manufactured foods that lack natural fiber. Because these processed foods are so refined, your stomach and small intestine absorb them almost immediately. By the time that meal reaches the large intestine, there is no fuel left over. Your city workers are left to starve. Desperate for survival, these starving microbes have to find another food source. They turn on their own environment and begin eating away at the protective mucus barrier that lines your gut. Between the destructive fire of antibiotics and the famine caused by processed foods, the surviving workers become crippled. They drop their grip on the immune seesaw, leaving it tilted toward chronic inflammation, allergies, and illness. Fortunately, you have the power to stop this internal disaster. You just need to initiate a massive emergency food drop directly to your lower gut. Your workers require a specific, proven type of fuel. It's called Microbiota Accessible Carbohydrates, or MACs. You can think of MACs as the specialized raw building materials your city needs to thrive. You do not need a prescription to get them. MACs are the complex, indigestible fibers naturally locked inside whole plants, like beans and lentils, hearty whole grains, and fresh root vegetables. Your human stomach cannot break these structures down, ensuring they arrive intact for the bacteria below. For most of human history, people survived on massive amounts of these rough, fibrous plants. Our ancestors provided a constant, abundant food supply. These complex carbohydrates act as the specific biological currency required to end the famine and save your microbial workforce. When you send a heady dose of MACs down into the large intestine, the biological reaction is immediate. The starving workers feast on the fiber, regain their strength, and rapidly multiply to repopulate their empty neighborhoods. Watch this cross-section of the gut. As bacteria digest these complex fibers, they manufacture short-chain fatty acids. These new molecules act as chemical shields that patch up your damaged mucus lining and send calming messages to bring your immune seesaw back into perfect balance. Once you understand how this hidden world operates, your perspective on eating shifts. Every meal you eat is a critical urban management decision for the city inside you. If you step up as a responsible mayor and provide your trillions of invisible workers with the complex fiber they need, they will work tirelessly to protect your health for the rest of your life.